lot of sense when you go over the wicket. You're looking to try and go across the left-hander, so the chances of playing away on the offside is greater. Right, Mohammad Mithun. Slip in as well. The bounce to the man at point. Now he's still got a tight field on the offside. He's got a third man. He's got a deep square leg. That's been the way he's been bowling to both batters. Now with the right-hander on strike, you reckon over the wicket, just outside the off-stump line, with that slip in?
Yes, most certainly. There's only 3 fielders on the leg side, so you want to concentrate on that off-stump line.
Oh, poor. That's a poor delivery. That's a wayward delivery. That's gone down the leg side. He's lucky there wasn't a tickle. It would have been 4.
Certainly wayward. With a strong offside field, you don't want to start too straight. And look at that. Look where that pitched. Outside leg stump and moving further away.
Still 2 balls left in the over. That's better. That's more tighter, closer to the off stump. He can't afford to go wide of the off stump. He needs to bowl off stump line. Because he's got open areas on the leg side, so that's why he needs to bowl just outside the off stump. Not too full, not too straight, I beg your pardon, because that will give him the option of going through mid-wicket. Right, last ball of the over has been a good one so far. He's given away a 6, but he's just conceded 2 more after that, including the wide. Taken 1 of 6. Shumusaka's got 9 of 5. Last ball of the over. Oh no, he spoils it with the boundary again. The width we're talking about. Well, we'll come to that. 15 without loss. Right, 15 without loss. Shumusaka is going to get runs on the leg side. It's a boundary to start the over. It's a good positive start by the Dhaka Dominators.
That's exactly the start that they were looking for. Took them a couple of deliveries to get accustomed to the pace of the surface and what the bowlers are doing. And that certainly was a good strike. There's a fielder behind the backward square, but that was hit in front of square. The fielder had no chance.
He wouldn't mind that line because he's spinning the ball back into the left-hander. He would love to just knock it away on the onside for singles. Anything closer, he has the option of a slog sweep. He can afford to go over long on, slightly wider. That's what I'm talking about. But he's got a fielder specifically placed at mid-wicket, so he needs to play it a little bit late in the gap at square leg. Play it a bit straighter, get off strike. Runs in the gap. Good fielding. Only a single.
Decent start by the Dhaka Dominators. It's a game that they must win to keep their hopes alive. If they go down this afternoon, that could be curtains for them.
Sensible. Just pushing it into those wide open areas. Obviously, they won't go targeting Shakib. Shakib's an experienced bowler. They'll be happy to knock him around, get the odd boundary, not give him wickets. Last ball of the over. Left-hander back on strike. From over the wicket. Oh, a pace, lucky in the gap. I think that's a teaser. It's a teaser. Yes, it teases the fielder. Runs away for 4. 10 of the over. 25 without loss, 3 gone. They need 132 of 102 balls. The required rate is under 8 runs and over. That's not frightening. But take a look at that last ball boundary shot.
Very uppish.
Perfect one for a fielder or for a batter. I mean, just teasing the fielder. Just always gives him so much of hope and eventually beat you. That's a tough one for a fielding side. You either see the ball race away or you just overhaul it. Right, Khalid Ahmed, medium fast. Nice in Wasim. They need wickets, Dhaka. They just try and keep Barishal needs wickets because they need to just keep Dhaka not knocked back all the time. First one, a little bit too full, I thought. Right, we know that we have the most enthusiastic BPL fan, and now you know that the most enthusiastic BPL fan, has the chance of winning an autographed bat of the player of the match. I can tell you the enthusiasm, the interest level of fans watching the game, turning up, has been magnificent. Over the top for 4, again with an offer.
The length was okay, but the line was wrong. Too much width, and was hammered over point for 4. Too much width. Length was okay, but it got to get slightly straighter. That's a freebie.
Cardinal Array, you don't have fielders to save that boundary behind that ring of fielders on the offside. Just 2 men are loved outside the 30-yard circle. So you've got to be tight. Not easy. Oh, edge. There was a bit of bounce, but a boundary eventually.
That was a much better delivery. This time, no fault of the bowler. That was perfectly pitched. Bounced a bit, but unfortunate for him, it just eluded the keeper. Look at that. That was a brilliant delivery. And the third man had no chance. No fault of Khalid Ahmed. It was a good delivery. That's why we're talking about Roshan. Get the slip in, put some pressure on the batsman.
I think you took words out of my mouth. Where was the slip? That was my question. Right, still no slip. Oh, bold. Gets that inward movement and gets bounce.
Bounce and pace. And notice the length is still the same. But 2 deliveries ago, it was too wide. But that's the good length. Look at that. Off the glove into the rib cage. The length has been good, except for the first delivery that was too wide. That's good bowling.
You know, extra effort as well on the part of the bowler. Really bending his back. And the line was brilliant. It was in line with the stumps. Hit those gloves very, very hard. Don't forget they're wrapped around that handle. And when it jars, it can be very painful. So much of attention these days. So much of attention to the players, which is a good thing.
Well, of course, the physio out there, get through his routine, spray on the finger. The ribs section as well. That was painful. Look at that. Yes, that was painful. Immediately grab onto his rib cage. Where are you going?
I think the first point of contact was the thumb and then the rib. That was nasty. That was quick. Very good comeback by Khalid. Gone for 2 boundaries, but he's come back strong. The second boundary was a bit unlucky because there was some bounce, there was pace. Oh. They're on the big screen. Feeling a bit shy, I think.
Look at the young ones. Yeah, giving a wave.
Spahanity. They're enjoying it. Looks to go away on the onside. Big inside edge. Just Just to try and remind you, as we did see our friends having some Isfahani tea. Isfahani is one of the most trusted business houses in Bangladesh. Don't forget, it's a heritage brand. It's also renowned for producing its high quality tea, just as we saw people enjoying, and some fantastic products. And no ball to go in the over.
So have you been having an Isfahani tea, Roshan?
Yes, we have been. Very good. I've been enjoying it. Time you did. Start trying out some Isfahani tea.
Okay, good advice.
Last ball of the over. Oh, down, I think. It's a good comeback. 9 off the over. 34 without loss.
That's a good reply. 34 without loss after 4 overs. Yeah, at the start of the innings. Dhaka Dominators need to amortize the total. When I say amortize, they were required to bring the required run rate down. And moves are afoot to bring it close to 5 and over. From there on, it'll be very easy for them to get a couple of points on the table. Good afternoon, Athar. It's a good start, isn't it?
Yeah, good afternoon, Ahmed Sohail. Good afternoon, all. Yes, it's a very good start. A change in the opening pair also. Remember, it was Mizanur Rahman and Chumo Shorkar. In the last couple of matches, they opened the innings for Dhaka Dominators. The change of plans is definitely has worked in their favor. 34 they've managed to put on. It's a good opening partnership. They're not chasing a very big total, but this partnership needs to go a little bit bigger, them a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, he's looking to farm the gaps. He's not afraid to take few risks. Yeah, it's been a good partnership, but Mitton has to realize the reason why Shakibul Hassan is bowling his 3rd over. He feels he needs to break the partnership. Should oblige Shakibul. They're doing well at the moment. Yeah, this is good. Just working the ball into the gaps without taking any risks.
Yeah, you really don't want to take any risks at this stage of the game. You're up against a quality side, and you are now getting into a position where you start to feel that yes, we are in with a chance. It just relaxes the men back in the dressing room.
Yeah, if you deny the opposition wickets, then that will bring desperation. End of the 5th, it's 37 without loss. Yeah, both these openers matching each other. 18 apiece. 37 on the board. 6th over. Drives the ball, but straight to the fielder. A good turnout once again here in Sylhet International Stadium.
Yeah, Khalid Ahmad in the attack has been good in the last match. That was against Chattogram Challengers. He picked a couple of wickets, 2 for 26 and 4 overs. We'll be hoping that he can pick up a wicket here. Shot has gone in the air. A little bit far from that fielder in the deep, so he'll pick up a couple of runs.
Yeah, not where he intended to hit the ball. Couldn't time it, but still, a time to cross over for a couple of runs. You know, these two batters keeping the bowlers on their toes. Yeah, he was looking to hit the ball behind square.
Straight away, there's a fielder moved into that short mid-wicket position.
This is nicely played. Making the most of that length from the bowler Khalid. Saw the length and played that stroke with all the certainty in the world.
It's just a beautiful, beautiful shot. Have a look at this. Wow. He just strikes the post. He knew that he'd middled it and has gone the distance. It's a good start for him also. He's gone to 26 with that 6 of just 21 deliveries.
Another one. This will disappear too. 2 and 2 from the bat of Mithun. This is turning out to be a big over. 50 on the board.
Yeah, his 10th match, and he's looked to be in really good touch. He's gone across 200 runs now. Just back and across, and then in the slot, beautifully pick up shot from Mohammad Mithun. First one was down the ground. This one really timed it to perfection.
Yeah, that was brilliant improvisation. Once the fielder was moved to mid-wicket, he knew the bowler will look to ball stump to stump. He moved outside the line of the off stump to be able to hit the ball over square. And stays inside this time around. What a shot that was. Beautifully done.
Well, he started straight, so he's gone 360 degrees now. Have a look at this slap. Off the back foot, that's a cracking square cut. It looked like the knuckleball. He picked the length very quickly and that latches onto it to pick up yet another boundary. 18 already in this over.
And the required run rate has plummeted. It's now 7.2. This is good. Excellent batting in the power play. 55 without loss. Strong reply. And with this signal, the captain of the fielding side can have few fielders riding the boundary. Another bowling change has been effected. Sanzamol has been entrusted upon by the captain.
Yeah, left arm orthodox from the minister end.
Oh, he hasn't been greeted well. First ball. Shomo Sharkar knew with that angle where the ball is supposed to go.
Well, the message is loud and clear. They're not going to let the bowler settle. That is his first delivery, and he smacks over mid-wicket for the maximum. That's a great start to the over. And what a shot that is from Shomo Sharkar.
And that's where Shomo Sharkar has been very impressive. He takes a bit of risk with the first delivery of the over, and once he gets a boundary, he looks to score a single. And this has worked well. And the change in the opening partner with Shomo Sharkar has worked well for Dhaka Dominators as well. And for once, they are dominating with the bat.
Yeah, they still require 94 runs in 81 deliveries with all wickets in hand. Swept away, swept fine, 4 more.
And this is the peril for a left-arm spinner to bowl over the stumps to a left-handed batsman. They started very positively. They came out with a purpose, kept on finding the boundaries. And with this kind of batting and chasing, a score of just over 150, they have Shakib Al Hasan saddled with so many worries in this game. Now that one turned. But still, I would like to see the left armour bowling around the stumps to a left-handed batsman. It becomes easier for you to bowl outside the off stump, but over the stumps, you're limited to direct the ball towards middle stump and leg stump. And from there, hitting the ball in the air becomes very easy for a left-handed batsman. And he did struggle bowling over the stumps to the left-hander. After 7, it's 68 without loss. After 7 over, 5th bowling option is going to be used by the captain, and that tells you the story. They are feeling the pressure.
It's just an excellent start. Have a look at the running between the wickets also. Oh, great throw. Had to dive in at the very end.
He's okay. They did need a direct hit.
I think they needed a direct hit. He was struggling to get in, so he had to get the dive in to Sharkar. And it's not been referred. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. What a sensational start this is. A really good piece of fielding from the deep also.
Oh, I'm impressed with the on-field umpire. He made the decision there and then. No wastage of time.
Yeah, I've had to come in back quickly because this was a really good pick-up. Yeah, direct hit. Oh, yeah, the ball was not collected cleanly. Otherwise, he would have been in trouble. That is a really good decision from the umpire.
Oh, what a miss. What a miss. Here was the opportunity to get rid of danger man, Shomo Sharkar. And he makes them pay. A signature left-handed batsman stroke there.
Yes, Ahmed Sohail enjoyed that. He's hit many in that fashion. Lovely, lovely shot. Poor fielding. This has gone through. Should have been stopped.
Yeah, good to watch. Shomo Sharkar moving well. He's getting the full stride in order to get to the pitch of the ball. And he's been very efficient off the back foot too. Now that augurs well for Dhaka Dominators.
A change of angles for Karim Jannat, coming round the wicket to the left-hander, just making sure that he doesn't give too much room or width to someone like Shomo Sharkar, who's been in excellent touch. Yeah, worry time for Shakib Al Hasan, because they failed to pick up a single wicket. It's got just a little bit gloomy. I've got some cloud cover. And it's still bright enough. Yet the lights are on.
And they are looking to get home. Oh! He... Free Jannat.
Very lucky, but not him. Very unlucky. He just walked off. He knew that he's flicked it straight to the keeper. There you go. All he had to do was get past that fielder and the keeper in between, and would have been a boundary. But that's exactly what Shakib Al Hasan would have hoped for from Karim Jannat. In his very first over, he breaks the opening partnership. Shomo Sharkar gone for 37. Dhaka 74 for 1.
And it's time for the captain to re-strategize. Strategic timeout.
There, Amir. Oh, okay. Because you had to explain it, I'll say it's yes. I think that's beyond me, that one, mate. Oh, I don't have a mortgage anymore. I've paid off our house. Yeah, I'm just a simple man. See, my wife's the finance minister. I just earn it. She looks after it. It's the best way to be. Yeah, best way to be. That way I have less to worry about. Just spend my budget. Yes, as I've told you, Dakar's the goal. As soon as I get there, I might even get to the gym. Place will probably fall down. Yeah, there's a new bar in town called Jim's. No, it's the intention in Dhaka. I've got to get myself fit for April because we're doing a walk in Japan for 3 days. So I have to try and reverse the clock. That's going to be interesting. I don't trust you. Get off the talkback. Yes, I know I have, but it's time I did something about it. They're nearly 6... Well, it's taken us 3 years to get there, thanks to COVID.
30 seconds.
But I have to. They're nearly $60 a packet in Australia. It's ridiculous. Oh, look, they're suddenly wearing chest protectors when they come out to bat now.
10 seconds. 5, 4,
Ready 6.
3,
Probably shouldn't have do that.
1. Back and cue commentary.
And lose that. Yes, sir. Go 6. Sorry, what did you say, boy? She got talked over. Did it just start today? 1. Take 1. 1. Take 1. 7. Take 7. Pretty reason that man's there. Through the red roll. Mix it. Ready, black batsman reacts. Mix red. Roll black mix. Thought you said he'd mix another one. Jesus, man. 12. Go 12. 7. Take 7. He did say he'd mix another one, didn't he? 1. Take 1.
Last ball.
Oh. 6.
One.
No, 8. Take 8. RF 1. Take RF 1. Maybe we need to find an
Yeah, let me
EBS
know.
as well. Use the
coming
beauty,
over.
I think they're building.
The very next over.
Copy that.
Okay. I'm changing commentary. Okay. We might do a fan over this fan interview this over.
It's all a bit loose in here today, isn't it?
Camilla. Not Camilla. 10 seconds. 5.
Copy that.
4.
We need to go to Pamela,
2,
gentlemen, when we can,
1.
please. Back
Be
on
back.
air. Stand by Pamela. Stand by RF2. Lose that. Cue, young lady. Go. Ready, 3. Go 3. Ah! RF2. Go RF2. His team. Ready, 3.
আর আপনি
সেই আমি ও সাকিবুল হাসানকে দেখতে আসছি আর অনেক ভালো লাগে সরাসরি দেখতে।
আর সবচেয়ে বড় ফ্যান সাইজে সবচেয়ে ছোট কেমন লাগছে তোমার হ্যালো বলে দাও সবাইকে
হ্যালো।
আপনাদের সিলেটি ভাষায় আপনাদের ফেভারিট টিমকে একটা মেসেজ দিন
মাশরাফি আমি আপনাকে অনেক পছন্দ করি আর ইনশাল্লাহ সিলেট জিতবে আর সবসময় সিলেট বেস্ট
specific message to Mashrafi. That will be all from here. Thank you.
It's good to see the crowd in and the enormous support we've had for the Sylhet strikers in particular and all teams. Oh, look at that. Really hit that with a lot of cloud. Just rose up on him. Mithun just stood there and walloped it away.
And look at where he hit it. He hit it in front of square. Tells you that he has so much time to play that shot. That was a quick delivery. And he hit it to mid-wicket. One reason for that, of course, that it was directed more towards the off stump, so he had to drag it from outside the off stump, but still had time to hit it there. It was good.
That was at 145 clicks. Good strike rate, not quite ready. On catching the eye of Mohammad Mithun, who's 40 of 26 so far. They've got a good start here. Required run rate is 6.6. Dhaka done well. Thought of a run, not quite there.
Yeah, Dhaka is doing extremely well. I mean, from where they were as a team, they've risen up. They've risen at the right time, 80 for 1, 77 of 69. The asking rate is under 7 with 9 wickets standing. It's a game for them to lose because they're right on top. But of course, we've seen funny things happen in this game. You need to make sure that you bat deep, bat long.
Well, just that awkward bounce, very close to the body, cramped tempo space. It's just at times from a similar kind of length, we see the ball rising pretty much higher than anticipated. That was
quite uncomfortable, just below the rib cage.
I think he expected it to bounce a bit more. It didn't bounce as much. He was looking to drop his gloves. Eventually did.
Nice little guide away into the deep. Started off with the boundary. They've got 5 runs in the over. They're in control of the required run rate. So really no need for histrionics. Just play the ball to its merit. You've put yourself in such a handy position. You're in control of the match. Looking at that target. Just don't want to let it slip through your fingers. Young Abdullah Al Mamoon, you've heard about his pedigree. Lots of runs in the first class circuit. Stuck away, quick call and a good response from his partner. 82 for 1. There's the guide away. Just went half forward, then decided I'm going to change my mind, wait for the ball to come on to my bat and use that angle so very nicely to collect 4 runs.
Excellent delivery from Karim Janat. He was completely done, found the outside edge. Just played at it, got him to play. It was a tough line. He was looking to go forward. That was a very good delivery from Karim Janat. Unlucky he can't afford to have slipped. Now he's got in a slip.
After the horse has bolted. And that's guided away. Just a half stop there allows the batter a run. But you can see the intention from young Abdullah Al Mamoon. Sensible. You're talking about the previous ball. I thought due credit might be given to the batter at the last moment. Just was not sure of the length. Went forward and adjusted somewhat. I thought it was a deliberate attempt to just try and guide that ball. Just changing your thought process in the middle of a shot can be difficult for a batter. Now Mithun has wealth of experience. He knows that they are in a handy position. Little shuffle, just swivels around. The ball was not a bad one. It's just the batter making that room for himself. Got them the single.
A good approach by Dhaka. They're looking for singles. Boundary of the first ball, singles of the next 2. Very productive, very profitable. And that run rate required is close to 6.5 runs, which is not frightening. They need wickets. Coach Barishal.
They've not been bowling too badly, Roshan. Actually, their bowling has been quite impressive on occasion. They have been a tad fortunate in getting the wicket of Shamma Sharkar. Easily could have left one down the leg side, could have gone for a wide, got a faint tickle. That has been the only success. But I tell you what, the approach of the Dhaka batters in this match has been refreshing, to say the least. Prepared to take the bull by the horns, restricted the opposition to 156, gave them that cushion to go for these runs quite comfortably.
I think the word here is the approach. That's the right word. It's the approach that's critical for Dhaka Dominators. They haven't let the score worry them or get the better of them. They've just managed to try and take on the bowling. At the start, they were a little bit circumspect, but after that, since they started to be aggressive and positive, things have been going their way.
Another little shuffle and the swivel, and the result is a maximum. Wow, that's done wonderfully well. 13 from that over, 95 for 1. As a comparison, after 10 overs, Dhaka dominators well in front. And it's not often you see them in that kind of a position in this tournament. Second from bottom at the moment, but it has been very emphatic, particularly shots like that. Swivels around, help the ball on its way, in control and all the way.
I thought he got inside the line very well. That was a good, well-directed bouncer, but he got inside. Look at his setup. He gets to the off, he waits for it, and then helps it.
Salman once again, it's a sensible approach from the young man. He's realized that his partner, Mohammad Mithun, has got the better of some of the deliveries from the bowlers. He's quite happy to give him the strike. Go to the other end, watch the senior partner progress and trying to stick around. 48 of 31 so far for Mohammad Mithun. The Dhaka dominators in the previous games have been guilty of not getting the top order to function, but today Shomo Sharkar has got those runs, 37, and now Mithun has chipped in. Little shuffle once again. Thinking about the second run, he's not going to get it. Goes on to 49.
I think Mamun's game has been very good. He's been doing the right thing by feeding Mithun with the strike, which he needs to do, because Mithun is striking at better than 150 runs per 100 balls, which is brilliant. You just keep knocking it into gaps. It also gives you time as a batter to settle in at the crease.
Yeah, he tried to just tuck it away, just couldn't get it past that fielder. But you can see, like this kid's approach, you'd feel that he has got that temperament of going the long haul. We've heard about his runs that he has gathered in the first class tournament, and that tells you that got the temperament. He can bide his time, particularly when there's no rush. Takes a little walkie down, just has to adjust, but still soft hands for a single.
He's got to be a special player, because the point is, if you can get a double 100 at such a young age at first class cricket, you've got to be special. It's about building an innings, it's about understanding situations, it's about showing his maturity. That's not easy for someone as young as he is.
Catch it is the call. He's not going to catch it. The ball's going to go through to the boundary, and he gets his 50. Mohammad Mithun take a ball, 53 of 33 balls. The smile breaks out. It's at a good strike rate. 6 fours and 3 sixes in that compilation.
Excellent innings, no doubt, but he knows that the job is only half done. He still needs 55 or 55 balls. He also is his 3,000 plus runs now in T20 cricket. Just a force of the back foot in the gap, just deliberately hitting it behind point. Excellent innings, excellent innings.
And he hits that pretty hard. This time it's going to be cut off in the deep. Go through for a quick single, and Dhaka reach 103 for 1. Batting first, Fortune Barishal compiled 156, maybe a tad disappointing, but all credit to the Dhaka dominators bowlers in restraining them to that total. And now, dominators for once dominating with the bat, 103 for 1. Sanzam al-Islam is going to come in. He is one of the changes in the team, along with Ibrahim Zadran. For Barishal, he will be much more relaxed. Nasser Hussain played a lone ranger's role. He's now getting the support he's been looking for right through this tournament from his top order batters. Marvin Chiefkey. All I think, oh, well, I feel that they might just go for the review. I thought that was striking outside the line of off.
Well, I thought so. That's what the naked eye says, but let's see. If he's out, that's a massive blow as far as watching Barishal are concerned. They were looking for that wicket. They found it. Let's see. I think he should be all right with the front foot. That's fine. Front foot's fine. But it's the next frame or two that will tell us how close it is. He got outside the line, did he? That appears to be a good decision. It appears to be a good decision. It seems to be heading in the direction of the stumps, but let's see.
Interesting. Where was the impact? You can see the two stumps have the mat on. Pretty wide at time of pitching and impacting. Oh, that's going to be touch and go. I thought just a tad outside when it strikes. That was my initial thought. And that is the thought of the batter too when he went for the review. It's been given us out, but right at that point, going to be tight. But feel that might go in favor of the batsman. But you never know. This is the third umpire.
Yeah, I think the impact is the key. Where was the impact? Was it in line or was it outside the off? Oh, confirmed out. So the on-field decision, I beg your pardon, stays. Mohammad Mithun, he looked very good, out for 54 of 36 deliveries. He's not happy. Walks back. It's 103 for 2. Dhaka Dominators.
Well, the wicket has fallen. The captain comes in. Nasser Hussain, we've mentioned all over this tournament that he's really played a lone role with the bat and the ball. But today it's been a different scenario. 103 before the second wicket fell. He will be more relaxed in his approach. Sanzaval making the breakthrough. And gets a bit of turn. Let's have a look at this. I think the initial decision by the umpire was out and on review. So have a look at why he is there. Just, I think the umpire, any part, if you see, had the mat on, any part of the ball touching the bat, the pad on impact would go in favor of the umpire's call. So there may have been just about a few centimeters of the ball on impact on that mat, and that was the reason why the third umpire also went with the on-field umpire with his decision. I think eventually with the rules, that's the right decision. And suddenly there's zip in the bowling.
I think there's a bit of grip on the surface. The previous one bounced. That ball gripped a bit. Didn't come on. 2 dot balls. after the wicket, creating some pressure, get a slip in. New batter.
Oh, catch it is the call. How far is that travelling? The umpires might have another look at that effort.
It was a get out of jail shot. He confirms it's a boundary. Nasir Hossain's get out of jail. He was done by two deliveries that grip bounced. He went for that sweep. I was playing some football there. Yeah, it touched the boundary.
It's pretty obvious. So immediately being sporting about it, the fielder saying that it was a 4. Sounds more. It's taken a crucial wicket of Mithun that over. He wants to finish with a good delivery. That's played with respect. 12 overs have been completed. It's 107 for 2.
And this is what they're playing for. Big rewards at stake. The winner gets 2 crore taka this time, BPL 2023. Runner-up gets 1 crore. So yeah, big rewards, and hence the battle is on. Noticeable turn, looking for a single. Not there. Fortune Barishal introducing Iftikhar Ahmed, looking to put on, capitalize on the pressure. Good afternoon, Atul bhai.
Yeah, good afternoon. I was just going across the matches that the young man who's on strike has played so far, especially in first-class cricket, Abdullah Mamoon. And he has an impressive record. He's only played 6 matches so far. He's gone across 400 runs. And only in his second match, he picked up a double 100. He has a 50 also. And he's only 19 years of age, averaging 50 plus. So let's just keep an eye on him. He hasn't been able to rotate the strike in this inning, but certainly one of the youngsters who's also represented Bangladesh under 19s in the recently ICC World Cup. So certainly one of the future players where he can really step up, because if you are very good in first-class format, then you can adjust and adapt in different formats of the game. A sensational start to his career. And Nasir Hussain, who will be on strike, will be hoping that he goes on and make sure that he ends up on a winning note.
Again looking for a quick single, not there. Only one of this Iftikhar over. Dhaka Dominators 108 for 2. The red worm of Dominators way ahead, outside the off stump, in the air, but finds the gap. Should be cut off. And easily a couple. The Dhaka Dominators dominating this match, cruising along. And this should definitely make things interesting for the Dhaka phase.
I just hope he goes on to score and gives him the confidence to do well in this format also. What an opportunity for the youngster, Abdullah Mamoon. Sanjamal can definitely spoil his party. Already picked up a wicket, an important wicket. That too of Mohammad Mithun, who was looking dangerous.
Oh, going for the big heave. Misses it, but definitely got the temperament. As you were saying, Atar bhai, the mental aspect of it. And this is how it helps. 2023, thankfully outside the off stump. Changing his angle, Tanzamul. This time he connects it. Is it going to go all the way or find the fielder? Oh, yes. Between the hands. We'll have to find out if it went all the way. He's definitely taking on the bowler. Salman there at the deep.
Yeah, Salman Hussain thought that he was in position to take that catch. Oh, certainly into the hands, and then it's gone over. Has it just touched the hands? But the question is, it has gone over. It looks to me that it's a 6. Yep, it is. And I was also looking at Mamoon made. That's the shot, back line. Again! Oh, this one is a bigger one. In that innings of 210 when he made as an opener, he smashed 13 sixes in that first-class game. So he knows that, especially in this format, he can hurt the bowlers by playing that kind of shot. And he's done it in first-class cricket. 13 sixes and 16 fours in that innings of 210 as an opener.
Certainly has the caliber for it. And I think Nasir Hussain, we'll get back to that, most enthusiastic fan of the match. This time it has gone high and taken. Easy catch for Iftikhar Ahmed. He's thrown it away. Has the young Abdullah Al Mamoon.
Yeah, just got carried away, didn't he? He's so young. He belted 2 sixes before this. Tried for the third one. Should have just knocked it around for a single. He's still a very young age and he'll learn the trade. Well, certainly looks a good prospect. 26 in 21. Dhaka, 122 for 3.
Alex Blake, the new man in 10 50s in his T20 career, strike rate of 133. Plays for Kent. Round the wicket. Second wide of the innings.
This is how he got himself out. The youngster, Abdullah Mamoon. Down the leg side, he's coming round the wicket and pretty optimistic appeal.
Yeah, 34 required of 36. 33 now of 35. 7 wickets in hand. Should be easy for the Dhaka Dominators, but a couple of wickets. You never know.
Yeah, if somehow Fortune Barishal can pick up wickets, then this might make life a little bit difficult for Dhaka Dominators. And in a commanding position now. 124 for 3 in the 15th over.
And it's very important to assess the conditions. We've noticed that the ball is gripping. There's a tad bit of turn now. And straight away, spinners operating from both ends. This one straightening. So, drawing the runs up.
Yeah, I think if there is grip, we've seen it from both ends. So why not have a slip in place? Because you can only win this match, Fortune Barishal, by picking up wickets. Not on the shorter side, but still he couldn't put it away. It's turning out to be a very good over. He started with a wide and that's just single. So he's just given away 2 runs, Iftikhar Ahmed.
Oh, well bowled. Faster one. Quicker one. Only 2 of the over. Dhaka 124 for 3. Wasim now being introduced into the attack. 33 more required of 30 for Dhaka Dominators. Partnership between Mithun and Shomo making the difference till now. 74 of 47. Yeah, they're here again. It's been a good initiative by the BPL Governing Council, the Cricket Board, to introduce the most enthusiastic fan of the match. And I've had the pleasure of meeting them and interviewing them after they've got the signed bat from the player of the match.
Yes, fantastic. Really good initiative. Now, Shakib has to think out of the box and he needs to think about how to pick up a wicket here. We haven't seen the slip in place in the previous over, and no slip in place in this over. Perhaps he's thinking that with the kind of pace that he generates, Mohammad Wasim, maybe a drive on the offside might go aerial. We'll have to wait and see, but I still feel you need to have someone in the catching position.
Full, flicked away, going towards mid-wicket. Coming back for 2, that's good running. Good running.
Yeah, no real pressure on the batters. Onto the legs, a nice, nicely picked up by Alex Blake. Well, certainly you need to knock him over with the Yorker because there's no slip in place. Oh.
That's a superb delivery. Good length, good pace. And just getting the ball to nip away from the left-handed batter.
He can bowl some with some serious pace. I'd like to see him trying to bowl in the block hole. Get your Yorker in.
Got the gap. Cow corner, 4 runs.
Yeah, it's a poor delivery. Yes, he has a fielder at deep square leg. There's a long on and there's a deep fine leg, but it just hits up nicely and he hits it in front of the square. Now the fielder at short mid wickets has been asked to go to that position. And it's 26 and 26 now.
Oh, what a cover drive. No one in the deep. Very well played. Back-to-back boundaries.
Yeah, it's another misfield, and this time it was the skipper, Shakib Al Hassan. It's gone through the hands. Yes, very nicely struck. Lovely shot, but that should have been stopped by Shakib Al Hassan. It's gone through the legs, and it goes to the boundary.
Short. Oh, just touched it. And it has ran off to the boundary. One bounce for 4. 3 boundaries back to back after 16. Dhaka Dominators 139 for 3. And there's confirmation. Strategic timeout.
Well, spin has proved to be difficult to hit. Shakib north for 15. And Iftikhar, he's barely gone for a run. He's gone for 3 runs in his 2 overs. He's going to continue here, but Dhaka are on the brink here. 18 of 23 required. The captain on strike. And the captain finds a boundary.
That certainly will help to speed up the victory. Only 14 needed, 22 balls to go. That was a good shot, inside out. And the Dhaka Dominators are dominating the Fortune Barishal this afternoon.
Swept away, and that might be all the way. We'll have a little look upstairs here, and I'm pretty sure that that's hit the boundary rope on the full.
It looks that way, and if it does, then that'll be a 6. Yes, straight into the boundary ropes on the full. That should be signal 6. And that's your confirmation. Well, this seems to be a quick spell for you and I. It's all over.
Dhaka have they've played well today. I know that the fortune Barishal, I mentioned a little bit earlier that they've been a bit off colour from the very first ball. But the Dhaka Dominators have been low in confidence. They haven't played great cricket. So kudos to them for turning up today against one of the favoured teams of the tournament and producing a performance like this. If anyone deserves it, it's the captain, Nasir. He's again, he's unbeaten on 17, but his performances over the duration of this tournament certainly don't warrant the results that his team have had. Blake will nudge a single, which will end a profitable over. 12 from it, 151 for 3. The reigning champions are up next. The Victorians take on the Khulna Tigers. And this is going to be out. Alex Blake has holed out with 6 required for victory.
He was going for glory. Wanted to end the innings with a 6. Didn't get a hold of it the way he would have liked. Straight down the lap of that man at Dhaka square. Well inside the boundary ropes as well. Alex Blake is gone for 15. Dhaka Dominators 151 for 4.
So with just 6 required, Araful Haq made his way to the wicket. Dhaka Dominators are 4 down. They've got lots of time to do this. Mid-on comes up into the inner circle. There's a slip in place. It's gone fine. We'll bring the captain onto strike.
This is why our full is here. Alex Blake down the lap of the Dhaka square. But I'm afraid it's a case of too little too late for the fortune Barishal.
He's got a big reach, Alex Blake, but Shakib was clever there. The length was just perfect, where Blake had to really reach for it and couldn't quite get the power or the direction that he was after. Right, we're a hit away here. 4 needed. Oh! Bowled him. We're not done yet.
Well, what a thing. Gone through the gates. Well, will that small gap between bat and pad and the ball sneak through, hitting the off stump. And Outful is gone. He's gone for 1. Dhaka Dominators 153 for 5.
tough school, this Dhaka Dominators. And this just goes through the gate, goes straight on, plays all round it, loses his off stump. Good over that one from the skipper, Shakib Al Hassan, just 2 from it, 153 for 5. Just 4 runs needed here from 12 deliveries. Skipper's on strike. Sun Zamul will be entrusted with the second last over. They'll want to finish it here, surely. Skipper today, hitting 73 not out or 55 in the previous game against the Rangpur Riders. So you don't win, you get dropped down the order.
Or if you're cruising, no need for him. They seem to be content with winning this game with singles, extending our stint.
Yeah, look, it's not the way that those who want to be really entertained like to see it ended, but it is the professional way to do it, particularly with a side that has struggled for wins. The skipper's saying, I'm not giving this one away now. I'm going to be here to take my team over the line and give us an outside chance of still getting through. Scores a level. It's not all doom and gloom for the Fortune Barishal. They're still in a very, very strong position, and they can still qualify for the playoffs today. And that's if the Khulna Tigers lose the evening game against the Comilla Victorians. Right, there we go. That's it. A single down to the sweeper on the offside will give the Dhaka Dominators victory over the Fortune Barishal. Are they making a late charge?
Not the kind of excitement that we have grown accustomed to in terms of ending of a game, but nevertheless, very well earned victory for Dhaka Dominators. They needed it, and they got it today. Can this be a turnaround to their fortunes? They haven't played well throughout this tournament, but a 5-wicket win is also important. Celebrations all around.
Yeah, that victory has happened without Tuscan Ahmed, who's been a real standout for the Dhaka Dominators with the ball. He's nursing an injury. We hope that he's back soon. Shakib Al Hassan will want to have a word with his troops. Just the last couple of games now, they've lost 2 on the bounce now. And the last couple of games, they just haven't been themselves. They've lacked energy in the field. They've lacked intent with the bat, and almost have just let games meander away from them. They're going to have to switch on because we're getting to the business end of this competition.
They certainly will have to. Losing back-to-back games never easy. That could do some damage to your confidence. So they need to get back on song, get back to playing the kind of cricket we've seen them play earlier.
Got off to a good start. That was the key. Shumi has found some form at the right time. 37 of 22. Mittun's 54 half century. He'll be a candidate for our player of the match, and there is absolutely no doubt that Nasir is going to be a candidate for one of the players of the tournament with his consistent performances, even if it's in a side that has been struggling. 74 of just 47 deliveries. That was the foundation that was required, and then there was not a lot of pressure on the rest to follow.
They all tried their best. Look at Shakib Al Hassan, top of the order. Still continues to bowl well. 2 for 18 from 4. Couple of wickets for Suns Damol as well. But in the end, certainly wasn't enough to stop the Dhaka Dominators from dominating them.
Well, let's go downstairs now and join Shamim Chowdhury, who has Shakib Al Hassan.
Yes, indeed. I have Shakib alongside me. Well, decided to go for batting after winning the toss. Not enough runs on the board, you'd feel.
Yes, I think the wicket was pretty good to bat on. You know, we couldn't put enough runs on the board, and after that we didn't bowl well. So in all three departments, I think we are not up to the mark today.
Well, your usual self, you've got such strength in batting and bowling, so obviously disappointing, but do you feel the little bit of complacency set in because you're in such a comfortable position at the table?
I don't know, it might happen, you know, hard to tell, but yeah, as I said, we are not up for the game, so that cost us the game. You know, Dhaka wasn't playing well, but you know, we had to play a good game of cricket to win the match, and we didn't do that, and they capitalized.
Sometimes with the bat, Anamul, Bijoy, Mahmudullah coming into form, quick fire cameo by Jannat, all goes well. I'm sure they're going to fine-tune all that.
I mean, as long as you are winning, it's fine. When you are not winning, there are so many things you can think of. So, yeah, we need to sit down, discuss, and come back stronger.
Well, I'm sure you will. Thank you for talking to us.
They only posted 156, so Dhaka, they smelt a victory and they got off to the best possible start, courtesy of Shumir Saka and Mithun. Both played beautifully, they were aggressive, they found boundaries, they immediately put the Fortune Barishal under immense pressure, swatted over deep mid-wicket, and then a little burgle down the leg side saw the end of Shumir Saka. Munjoid Mithun, they continued along their merry way, and that boundary brought up the half century for Mithun. He went upstairs to have a look at this LBW, but the umpire was proved correct and he was gone for 54. Captain came to the crease, Nasir, and it was Mamoon who became the aggressor, smacking 2 sixes over mid-wicket before this one going high into the air, and this was well taken. Iftikhar Ahmed made that look very, very simple indeed. Blake, the Englishman from Kent, played a couple of good shots, none better than that. Yes, it was a misfield, but it was beautifully timed. Captain went over extra cover as they edged ever closer to this victory. But not before Blake holed out with the bowling of Shakib Al Hassan. Again, nicely caught in the deep, and then Araful playing all around one to go for one. It was left to Usman Ghani to walk in, and with his captain, they nudged their way to a very deserved victory for the Dhaka Dominators. Won the toss and batted, the Fortune Barishal, 156 for 8. No one really got going. The Dhaka Dominators, in reply, do it with an over to spare. They win by 5 wickets. Well, they're alive, the Dominators, as they move to 6 points. The Fortune Barishal, they're on 12, and depending on the next game, they could very well find themselves through to the playoffs by the end of tonight. Right, we're off to a break, and when we come back, the post-match presentation. not at their best today, the Fortune Barishal. 156 for 8. Animal top scoring with 42. In reply, the Dhaka Dominators, they did it and they win by 5 wickets. All right, let's go downstairs now for the post-match presentation and Shamin Chaudhry.
Very good evening and welcome to the presentation of the Ismahani Bangladesh Premier League BPL T20 2023, powered by Minister and presented by Nogod. We've seen quite an interesting match, but eventually the Dhaka Dominators winning by 5 wickets. Congratulations to the Dhaka team and commiserations to Fortune Barishal. I'd like to introduce you to our presentation party here today. Mr. Shafiul Alam Chaudhry Nadil, of course, is the director of the Bangladesh Cricket Board and chairman of the Women's Wing Committee of the BCB, and alongside